99% brain and basically 1% plastic spoon.
We are finding plastic, about the amount of a plastic spoon in the brain. So when plastic breaks down, it breaks down into smaller and smaller components.
A plot against the expansion of consciousness.
Adult human brain contained about a spoon's worth of microplastics and nanoplastics. That amount was 7 to 30 times higher than the amount of microplastics found in other organs, like livers or kidneys.
Microplastics are 0.5 centimeter or less. Are you saying if we eat off of this spoon, we're getting microplastics? From the spoon, you might be getting what we call nanoplastics.
To be clear, not a spoonful, but the same weight as a disposable plastic spoon. That amount was 7 to 30 times higher than the amount of microplastics found in other organs, like livers or kidneys. And even more concerning, experts say, is how the levels of microplastics in our brains have increased over time. Between 2016 and 2024, the concentration of microplastics in human brains increased by about 50%. These bits of plastic were also mostly made up of polyethylene, a commonly produced plastic used in everything from food packaging to drink bottles to plastic bags. Microplastics found in our brains also included nanoplastics, which are pieces that are smaller than 200 nanometers. For reference, the width of a human hair is about 80,000 nanometers.
I didn't really know what that love was. My love, it's so hot, I've been melting out here. I'm made out of plastic out here. You touch down in the base of my face, and that's when your beauty appears.
We do not have centuries of gently unfolding time ahead of us in which to gently tease apart the threads of the human endeavor and create a bright new world. We have redefined ourselves, and now, like it or not, we are the custodians of the destiny of this planet. Our decisions affect every life form on the planet. We have redefined ourselves, and now, like it or not, we are the custodians of the destiny of this planet. Our decisions affect every life form on the planet. The birth of a new kind of humanity is going to take place. But there are still a lot of decisions to be made. How violent shall this birth be? What toll shall it take upon our mother, the earth? What shape shall the baby be in when it finally is delivered? These are the decisions that artists can mediate. Most people are afraid of the unconscious. This is why you can have a psychedelic compound like DMT, and generally in this society you have no takers. This is because there has been a failure of moral courage. This is because the poets, the artists, have not articulated a moral vision. The moral vision must come from the unconscious.
Touch me away, stars on the lake look like a million diamonds. Oh, touch me away, stars on the lake look like a million diamonds. Let it wash all over me. Touch me
I mean, I'm
away,
basically
stars
putting
on
out
the
a
lake look
very
like a million diamonds.
conservative, but I think exciting program for art.
Let it wash all over.
That art's task is to save the soul of mankind, and that anything less is a dithering while Rome burns. Because if the artists, who are self-selected for being able to journey into the other, if the artist cannot find the way, then the way cannot be found.
Let it wash all over me.
It is political ideology that has been calling the shots for the last 700 or 800 years. We can transcend politics if we can put some other program in place. You cannot transcend politics into a void. World without ideology could be created if what were put in place of ideology were the notion of the realization of the good, the true, and the beautiful. Then use psychedelics to empower the artist to go into this vast dimension that surrounds human history on all sides to an infinite depth, and return from that world with the transcendental images that can lift us to a new cultural level. The muse is there. The dull maps that rationalism has given us are nothing more than whistling past the graveyard by the bad little boys of science. You only have to avail yourselves of these shamanic tools to rediscover a nature which is not mute. It is man who is deaf. And the way to open our ears, open our eyes, and reconnect with the intent of a living world is through the psychedelics. In a way, it's the poets that have failed us because they have not provided a song or sung a vision that we could all move in concert to. So now we are in the absurd position of being able to do anything. And what we are doing is fouling our own nest and pushing ourselves toward planetary costification and extinction. This is because the poets, the artists, have not articulated a moral vision.
But what's happening is as the plastics break down, they're getting into the groundwater, they're getting absorbed by plants.
These microplastics then get into our bodies, lodging themselves in our organs, including our brains.
But is it hurting us? I mean, is there evidence that we're actually being hurt?
Well, there are concerns that this could be causing any number of conditions. Could it be increasing the risk of stroke or heart attack? Could it be increasing the risk of cancer? Inflammatory bowel disease, infertility. So there are any number of things, preterm birth. The research is very much in its infancy.
A previous study found that a male adult can inhale more than 60,000 microplastic particles per year.
That we're on the right track. And I think the art community might function with more efficiency in the production of visionary aesthetic breakthroughs if we would think of ourselves as an environment modeled after the natural environment, adapted and suitable ideas can gather and link themselves together into higher and higher organisms. Now, in order for this to happen, there is an obligation upon each one of us to carry our ideas clearly.
Microplastics are difficult to avoid entirely because they're even in our air. There isn't yet research on how to remove microplastics already in our bodies.
What is this new level of creativity?